Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica and today I will be doing my Project Pan introduction for 2025, and I'm really excited because I've been playing with whatever makeup I wanted the entire month of December, and now it's finally time to get back into project panning. I actually really enjoy project panning because it keeps me on track and it keeps me accountable for my products, and I've been doing this since technically 2017, but I think my first video went out in 2018, so this will be, no way, it will be 7 years this year. That's crazy. I feel like I've come a long way since then, and I'm just excited to show you what I have for today. I've been on a no buy for the past year, and then before that it was a low buy for 2 years, so I have a lot of similar products in my collection as my past two project pans, but that's to be expected when you're not bringing in a lot of products. I guess I should explain what a project pan is because this is the very first video. If this is your first time watching a project pan, it's basically a project where you go through, for me it's makeup, your collection, and you pick out a few makeup products. I do 10. And your goal is to either hit pan or have a usage goal or use up products completely. And the point of this is to show how hard it is to use up makeup and how we shouldn't really have huge collections unless, you know, we're collecting it for, I don't know, our own purposes. There's nothing wrong with that if you're being responsible with it, but for the average everyday makeup user, it is very difficult for us to have larger collections and be able to use everything. And I'm saying that my collection's still on the bigger side, I feel. It's definitely much smaller than it was in the past few years. So for me, I'm going to say every goal I have with every product. So you'll see, like, if it's, I want to use this like 20 times, which is not the case for my, it's not usually the case in my project pans, like the year-long ones, which this one is. It's a rolling project pan. So every time I hit my goal on a product, I will roll it out and then roll a new one in its place. So I like to do 10 products. I have a technicality here because I am including a face palette with 6 pans in it, so I'm going to count each pan as just one product instead of the whole palette as one, so I don't overwhelm myself with having to pick 5 additional products. So I guess that's everything for this intro, and I'm just gonna get straight into it. The first product I'm working on is my Ben Nye translucent face powder in the shade Fair. This product was very popular a long time ago. I do have a piece of washi tape on the back with the markings because I'm not sure how well Sharpie marking would stay on this. My goal is to use this up completely. This is not my favorite face powder, but it's like the only translucent one I have like this. I have 2 other face powders, but they're both in like more compact and portable containers, so I would prefer to use them while traveling, and one of them is a sunscreen powder. But my goal is to use it up completely, and I think I can by the end of the year for sure. I usually decant this into another container and use it from there instead of like straight into the lid and then using it, because it is very fine and very messy if I do it like that. And I thought all powders were created equally. That is not the case. This one is very, it looks very powdery on me, and I don't really like that. But I have kind of figured out how to make it look less powdery, which is to let my face dry after I put on sunscreen and not put this on instantly, otherwise it kind of gets a little bit cakey. The next product I was testing out this past month, and it is the Too Faced Turn Up the Light Complexion palette, and I have the shade medium. I only have one shade in here because I got rid of the other 2. They were kind of garbage, but the middle shade is so amazing. It is soft focus, and my goal is to use it up completely because I hit pan on this previously. So this is what mine looks like, and I think I can do it because, I mean, this is most of my progress within 2023. 2025 shouldn't be that bad. Like, I think I can finish it because I really, really like this powder. I'm not wearing it today because I'm filming, but I use it in my T-zone and under my eyes, and it just, like has this nice glow. It's not, I wanted to say radiant, but it's not like beaming, if you know what I mean. It's like more natural, and it adds dimension to my face because I wear powder to mattify my skin. I have oily skin. I just cannot say enough good things about this. I think it's discontinued though. This is supposed to be like a dupe for the Hourglass dim light or soft light, you know, those ambient lighting powders. I'm just gonna buy the lighting powders next time though, because they don't sell this anymore. Nor do I want to buy this just for the shade in the middle. The next product I have is my face palette I mentioned earlier. So this is going to count for 6 products because there are 6 pans in here. I have the Smashbox Cali Contour in the shade light medium. So this is what mine looks like. I know the packaging looks different. I've seen at least 3 different variations of this, and I think mine is from 2022. And my goal is to use up this palette completely. You can see that there's some usage, but not a whole lot. Okay, you know what? Not to use it up completely. I don't think I can finish this blush. So, to finish everything but the blush. Because it took me 4 years to use up a blush in the palette, and that was with pretty consistent use. But I think I can use up everything else completely. That is very ambitious, which is why I'm not rolling in any other bronzers or highlighters this year, or blushes. I think this powder will be the first to go. So this is a contour shade. These two in the center are highlighters. This is the bronzer, this is the blush, and apparently this is another highlight, but it looks pretty matte to me. I think this one's going to go first. We're going to use it to bake. I haven't baked in a long time, but I feel like that's the only thing I could use this product for. And when you do baking, you use up a lot of product. I'm probably going to mix the bronzers, or maybe I'll just use the lighter one until it doesn't work for me anymore, and then I'll start using the darker one and start mixing them. And I'll definitely be mixing the highlighters, which I actually had been doing in 2023. I bought the palette on like a whim, but what is it? But it was an impulse purchase, but I think it was one of my better impulse purchases because I still have it and I do like it, but it is getting older and I should be using it. My last 2 products are lip products, and I have, this one is a repeat, my Clinique Almost lipstick in the shade Black Honey. I'm probably gonna have to mark this on a piece of paper later. This is how much I have left, which is quite a bit. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, almost, it reaches the 2nd digit on my pinky. I just thought of that meme, anything but metric. Maybe 4 centimeters, 5 centimeters. Probably going to take me a while to use this up, which is why I think I'm going to use this until maybe March or April, and then take it out of my project pan and then bring it back in like August or September, so that I have time to play with more spring shades in the summertime. And I have a rule where if I don't use a product for a whole month, I take it out of my project pan. I'd rather not do that this year. But I also do like to cycle out products for seasons, because in the summer I get very tan and in the winter I get very pale. The last product I have is actually mini. This is so cute. It was like a 100 point perk, or no, I think this was free. But it was like a free with purchase type of thing. Rose Ink Persuasive Satin lip color. The shade is Persuasive and it's made in Italy. How fancy. My goal is to use it up completely. It is so tiny and it's so cute. So I was debating between this and a clear lip gloss that I've been working on since last year, but I think I will make this one my work lip color, just to give myself a bit of a break. I really like this lip color. I remember seeing, is her name Elena Michelle? She had a very similar color on, and I was like, ooh, I wonder if I have something like that in my collection. And I do, which is this. And it's like a rosy brown color, which is my favorite. So that's everything for this video. Usually the first video is going to be very short, but I saw a comment a few videos ago where someone on my Shop My Stash, they said they really liked my Shop My Stash, and I was kind of surprised because I feel like I've seen more interesting ones. But I think I will be doing a Shop My Stash along with this, just to keep me not bored, to bring some variety into my life, and I feel like the Shop My Stashes would just be for me to use these products on the weekend so that I don't get bored. But in the past, I haven't really gotten burnt out from using project pans. I just tunnel vision on a lot of these, and if I'm like burnt out, I just don't do videos for a whole month or 2 months, but I still wear the product. I'm also planning on doing a Pan That palette this year because my palette collection is much smaller than it was in the past few years, so I feel like I can actually do it and not have my other palettes just laying on the side and feeling like they're not getting used. I don't think I'll pan the whole thing, but it will still be exciting to track the progress. So that's everything for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in February. Bye!